In case you don't know, guys and gals, I'm really close to 100,000 subscribers, and I'm doing a very special giveaway. The top link in this video description lets you know how you can win one of these amazing items, but you need to watch the video and I give you all the details for how you could do it. No payment, it's super simple, and it's a great way to support my channel. Good luck to all the participants. Hey, what's up guys and gals? My name is Rick9G. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be talking about the Three Stooges, more specifically about their 56 Stooge short. It's called I'll Never, quote unquote, Hail Again. In case you don't know, I am journeying through all of the Stooge shorts, beginning with the curly ones, number 1. I'm currently at 56, and I'm moving all the way to 190, all through the Shemp as well as the Joe Besser one. So make sure to take a look at the past ones in my Three Stooges playlist if you haven't checked them out yet. This short is actually a sequel to You Nasty Spy, which I have previously covered in another video. It catalogs looking at King Herman 6 7/8 as he attempts to regain his throne from ruthless dictator Mo, as well as Curly and of course Larry. Now filming began on April 15th and ran all the way through the 18th of 1941, and it released a few months later in July 11th, 1941, as I mentioned before. Now of course this is an extreme parody, as we see Mo of course doubling over for Schicklgruber. We also have Field Marshal Herring, of course a parody of Hermann Goering from of course World War II in Germany. And finally we see Larry, who is of course a parody of Joseph Goebbels. This is a unique short. It's in one of the few times that we see the Stooges break the fourth wall. You can check it out where Mo Hailstone is ranting in mock German and Larry is responding in kind of a southern accent, and Curly looks at the camera and says, "They're nuts." Now this is my absolute favorite fact from this short. In fact, it's probably one of my favorite from the entire chronology of the Stooges. And that has to do with Mo and his outfit that he was wearing, of course his dictator outfit. It's really hilarious because he was a real devoted family man, in case you didn't know. In fact, when he was filming, he actually was late to his daughter's birthday party. However, he had to film his scenes, and so he quickly rushed out with his uniform on and he took a taxi. Unfortunately, this caused a lot of calls to the LAPD. People were reporting what they thought was actually Schicklgruber himself running red lights down in Hollywood trying to get down to a birthday party. That is ridiculously amazing. Now let's look at a few bloopers. If we look at this scene, we see the large telescope and we see a hilarious scene where Curly is in fact using kind of a push broom to kind of clean the inside of the telescope, much like they would do with cannons before. But I would note it here, it's actually very fast during the actual episode, but there's this gigantic shadow that passes along the top of the screen. It's really, really big, very unusual, something I really haven't seen before in a lot of productions where I've noticed bloopers. But I'll point it out to you. My best guess, to be honest, is that it's a boom mic trying to get to the other side of the soundstage where Larry is for his next scene. But then again, it's not proven. You don't really know. You can't see the outline too well, but that's just my best guess. Now they did have quite a lengthy scene with this pool table and the magic 13 ball, which had explosives in it, and it was really funny to see them thinking that, hey, it's going to explode soon, but they found their ways out of it. It was really, really good. But if you see, here's a great scene where Mo hits the main white ball and then it hits all the others except the 13, and they all go in their separate holes. It's a really nice shot, especially for not using any computer imagery or any computer graphics. What they actually did was drilled holes through the middle of all the balls, ran string or wire through all of them, and someone pulled them, and so essentially they would pull all the balls through the hole. It actually looks very good on camera. You can notice the wiring, the strings here, and I'll note them for you, but it was really amazing to see how it works. Now I'll note this other blooper in here. His name is Seymour Shindo. Now you've seen him in many Stooge shorts. He kind of plays the big, kind of muscular guy, the muscle as they would call him. His name is also Cy. He was known as Cy for short. But you see him here in two shots in that quote-unquote devil scene as one of the demons, but then later you see him as the Mussolini character later on. And so that's a pretty big blooper because you would not see the same person in both shorts. Remember, that kind of demon scene isn't really a thought or a dream. It was actually quote-unquote real according to the story. So it wouldn't make sense for him to be in both. The reason they used him, well, because he was an actor on stage, it was convenient and it was cheap. Now for this blooper, take a look at this scene where Larry kind of burps a flame. You can see what is used, the instrument, the piece of equipment that is right behind his mouth to make it look like it's coming out of his mouth, and that is what shoots that fireball out of there. It's kind of hard to see, but I definitely highlight it for you here. Now, it must be noted that this short is not seen often in syndication because of the allusions to World War II, Schicklgruber, and all of the Axis powers and so forth. It's understandable, but I also think it's a shame that they don't show it. You have to pretty much get the DVDs in order for you to be able to watch it. But for now, I bring it to you, and hopefully you at least enjoy a little bit of it. We'll see you next time, guys and gals. Thanks so much for supporting the work that I do. Don't forget to do that by leaving a thumbs up and to subscribe. Those are the easiest ways, and they're absolutely free to support my channel. We'll see you next time, and don't forget, be hopeful. Thank you so much to my Diamond tier patrons, Gary N, David D, Paul T, and Ricky. If you want to be named here in the credits, make sure to look at the link in the description, and you'll be able to receive more exclusive giveaways only on Patreon. We'll see you next time.